Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be closing out our September monthly budget. This is going to be take 4 because I recorded the whole video the first time and it just never saved. I don't know what it did. It just said it couldn't save. And then I keep getting interrupted. So hopefully we don't get interrupted again. But we're going to be closing out September's budget. I am going to be doing this a little bit different. I'm just going to be looking at my iPad and talking through the numbers with you guys. And then I'll have the numbers on the screen over here. I don't have on my glasses, so I have to make this like really big so that I can see the numbers here, but I just didn't want to have the glare in the camera. So first off, welcome. My name is Janelle. I'm a wife and a mother of one, and on here I do all things budgeting, cashless budgeting at that. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, share with your family, and check out some of my other videos as well. So first we're going to start off with income. We originally budgeted $4,700 because this month was like a really tight month for us. However, we ended up budgeting $65.44.11, and most of that came from savings and interest. If you guys haven't already seen, I'll try to remember to link it in the description box below, but I did get rid of just doing cash again. I have been cashless for forever and a day. I added back cash just for like videos and, you know, mixing it up a little bit, but it was too much, y'all. So I got rid of all of the cash and just put everything into the sinking funds and everywhere that they belonged. So that's all that it totaled out. And then y'all could see that I had a buffer income of $260.60, and you guys will get to see that in just a bit. So we're going to scroll down, or I'm going to scroll down to my debt part, and we only had two debt payments, and they were the same for $23.48.35. We did not pay anything for Discover this month just because we knew that it was going to be a tight month. I didn't miss a payment because some of our bills still gets charged to that card, and so technically a payment has been made. Next is going to be fixed expenses. Daycare, sorry y'all, like somebody just passed by our house and it just took me for a loop, but daycare came out right where it was supposed to be, $11.18. I mean, pretty much everything was the same that I budgeted, except I was a little off on the utilities because I get the utility bill, but they charge like $2.75 for a processing fee. It doesn't matter if you use a debit card or credit card, you send a check, whatever the case is. And then they have like an 85-cent charge, and I forgot the 85 cents. So that was the difference. So we ended up doing $18.13.65. Now we're going to go over to my spending accounts. So my cashless accounts sit in my Ally checking account, and I use that to purchase everything. And then I just keep track of it in my wallet on my trackers. Now my personal, you won't see on here because that comes out of my personal account. I just share it with you guys every week, so you guys can also see just personally what I spend my money on and things like that. So I originally budgeted $480. However, we were $260.60 over in groceries. And so that was where that buffer came in. I am a month ahead on my bills. So that month ahead helps to pay for the bills before we get a check. Anything needs to be paid for. And we can just kind of take care of our bills without kind of living that like paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. So I ended up actually putting $888.60 because with that savings challenges, $28 went to spending and $120 went to baby girl. So that was that additional money. For groceries, I ended up spending $724.60, $222 in household, $33 in spending, $12 in eating out, and $95 out of baby girl's account. They're even numbers because if you guys watch my weekly check-ins, I do like the keep the change. So I roll the change into a separate account. So that's why these numbers are even and not just a like change amount. So for the month, I ended up spending $1,086.60. Next, we're going to move on to our sinking funds and savings. So I originally budgeted $58. However, I actually ended up putting $1,493.51. And that was from all of the sinking funds, sinking funds, savings challenges, and my interest. So we spent for the month $1,518.69. I took out $73.75 out of the car maintenance because I finally paid off, or not paid off, but paid my car registration. And then we finally got our roof paid, and that came out to $1,050, which we are so blessed because it could have cost us a whole lot more. So thank God for the emergency fund. Even though it wasn't a big emergency fund, we were able to cover this and not get into any kind of more debt, okay? And then future. I did not spend money in future, but we are repurposing that category for something else that we won't be tracking right now. And so that money's still in that account. It's just that we're going to have like a new future. And so the new future will start off with $15 in it. And then lastly, it shows savings challenges, which are just all of the savings challenges, and my buffer of that equals out to about $314 is just sitting in our savings account because that wasn't allocated to anything. So that is what our monthly budget looks like, you guys. We stayed in budget, but then we didn't really have to get into too much like debt. We did have some unbudgeted purchases, and those will get paid off in October. Next, now we're going to go over to my monthly spread, and we're going to quickly go through those things that I had planned for the month. So first off, I had that I wanted to do bulk trash, which was to get those items out of our extra laundry room area. That did not happen, y'all. I'm just going to keep on pushing to make sure that we get those things out the door. I wanted to exercise 3 times a week. The first week was a struggle, but then for the next 3 weeks, I've been exercising at least 4 times a week. So kudos to me for getting it together, y'all. And then the last one was to just take out my hair. Of course, that is out because I'm not having braids anymore, and I'm loving my healthy long hair. And then on my actual monthly dashboard, we just had that the NFL started. We've been enjoying football season thus far, and our fantasy teams, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I ain't looking too good this year, but maybe I'll bounce back. My uncle's birthday was on the 30th, so got to tell him that. I had my hair appointment, and then me and my husband celebrated our 3-year anniversary, although we've been together for 10 plus years. So our relationship is not new. And then lastly, we had some priorities. So the first one was to start a savings challenge to continue or rebuild our emergency, of course, farther than what we had it at. And I was able to do that. So we'll get to see me put money aside each month or however into that to get that built up. I wanted to declutter and decorate. I don't remember if I showed much in my weekly vlogs, but I did get some areas like decluttered. We kind of redid like my office / now my husband's game room. We probably, now that I'm talking to y'all about it and I'm in my office, might need to get some more cube things so he has a place to put like all of his extra stuff in there and not just like all over the floor. And yeah, we just kind of need some storage items, like even just all throughout like the house. And I'm just going to slowly do a couple of those things each month to try to avoid as much as I can, just like charging stuff to the card and then saying I'm going to pay it off later. And then lastly, I wanted to continue to pay down my personal debt. Y'all, if y'all haven't seen my community tab, and depending on when this video comes out and when my debt update comes out, y'all, I paid off my Amex loan. It was really my Wells Fargo loan that I took out to pay off my Amex credit card. It's paid off, y'all. It is paid off. I am doing me a big one, okay? So proud of myself. In that video, just a little spoiler, I did talk about how I technically kind of, but kind of not have one additional debt, but I'm not really tracking it. It was for my tooth, and I'm just paying that back to my dentist's office, so no interest or anything like that. But it is debt until it's paid off, but then it's not. But the real debt is getting paid off, and now I just have my nail net, and I'm hoping that I can pay that off by the end of the year. So we're going to see how that goes. But I am doing me a big one, you guys, for paying off my personal debt. I'm ready to just be personally like debt free and then start working on our household budget and just getting that paid off so that we can live a minimal debt free lifestyle, because I hate paying things back. I just want to pay it and be done with it. You know what I mean? So that is my September budget closeout, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.